Hey Ben, hey Reggie. I keep getting asked on what kind of rigs I'm using here in the fall in New York for the Pike and Muskie using your baits. So I decided I'm going to try to make a little video here and explain a little bit really quick. Hope it comes out. Okay, first the rods. Anything from 50 pound up to 80 pound test braid is what I'm using. All rods do have steel. Don't try to mess around with Pike or Muskie without steel. Totally bad idea. How do I rig them? Medallion baits. You've seen this in a couple of my pictures. I use either unweighted, flutter style down through the holes, or weighted. Dragon's tongue, also use it weighted. It's a killer bait. Work it just like you would a jerk bait. This would be a small junior slick, killer bait, 3/0 weighted hook inside. Stelio, as you've seen in a couple of my other pictures, killer bait, jerk bait style, rigged with a weighted hook, usually 6 or 7/0. This would be a flatty. It's a larger version of the actual medallion bait. Great action, works great as a flutter bait. I use it weighted and unweighted. Hook choice, you have to determine that yourself. For my fall baits that I use for these particular swim baits, these are the one baits from OTS. I actually cut a slot in the belly because I use a totally different presentation for them. You can see in this bait here where I've actually marked the bait. Well, you want the first hole to be slightly behind where your screw lock is going to terminate in the actual bait itself, because you don't want the screw lock entering into the cavity. Excuse the condition of this bait, it's been tore up, but you can see I cut a substantial slot in there. From that point there, I would insert the hook with the screw lock with a very large stinger, or I would use a slightly smaller stinger. This one I just took off my rod actually. You can see the back end's almost slashed off. I gotta repair the bait with some glue. Basically, it's just a chuck and wind type retrieve. You can pause it. When you pause it, it does a killer spiral. It just kind of does this death roll when you stop the bait. Get a lot of hits like that. Majority of the baits are T-boned, which is why I use such a large stinger hook. I really hope this little video came out pretty good and helps you guys out as best as I could with explaining it hands-on. And have a good day. Tight lines to everybody. Ben, ready?